you wait until the last second, there is no guarantee that you will get out in the amount of time that you would prefer. Of course, a lot of people also anticipating heavy traffic. Welcome back into the Weather Channel and welcome into Vero Beach, Florida. I'm meteorologist Tevin Wooten. We are along the barrier island here near Ocean Drive in Vero Beach. This place is like a ghost town. Usually it will be hopping and hopping with a lot of people, but they have all left the barrier island, or most people have left the barrier island. And this information on Dorian, by the way, and maybe when you can expect the winds to start gusting near tropical storm force or hurricane force if they have not. But first up, right now, 160-mile-per-hour winds. That's what's being measured right now near the center of the storm. A Category 5 storm, this is right now. Still, though, moving very slowly westbound at a single mile per hour. You and I can walk or run faster than that. Of course, Dorian's track, though, a little bit too close for not just people here in Florida, but also coastal plains of Georgia and the Carolinas as well. And then beyond that, there's the potential to see some impacts from Dorian in the Northeast and in New England as well. So now, if you know you're in the path of this storm, if you are in the Carolinas, prepare now. Do not wait until the last second. And to speak more about preparations, I want to bring in Fred Malik. He's with IBHS. Did I say that correctly, Fred? Sure. Thanks so much for stopping by with this. I understand that you actually are not only evacuating your family yourself, but also you're an expert when it comes to what you need to do to your home to prepare it.
Yeah. At our company, we study these kinds of events all the time and how we can help businesses and homes be built more robustly. And we are getting ready to evacuate my family. One of the things that we're going to do, the last things we're going to do is we're going to shut all the interior doors. That's something that anybody can do. It doesn't cost you anything, and that can really limit the amount of damage you might have if something happens to your home.
And take me through the process. I mean, even if Dorian doesn't make landfall, for people expecting tropical storm force winds or Category 1 force winds, what does that do to your home?
Yeah, it's really surprising just how little wind can do damage. So at those lower wind speeds, it's going to be common to see roof covers come off and water getting in. That's bad enough. The higher the winds get, we'll start to see more progressive roof failures, so roof sheathing loss and the like. And then after that, we start to see failures in windows, doors, and garage doors, especially those that are unprotected.
For yourself personally, how does this hit home for you evacuating your family, but you also know the potential of the dangers of Mother Nature?
Yeah, it's always tough when it gets this close to home. We've got my mother and father-in-law here on the island. We've got to get them off because the smartest thing to do is heed evacuation orders. Just get out. Don't put other people at risk. Get out of town. We'll have them over to our house, and then my mom and dad are also over on the mainland. So, making sure everybody's safe, buttoned up, cleaning up all that debris around the house so it doesn't start flying around and impacting our neighbors. That's what we're focused on right now.
All right, Fred Malik, thanks so much. We do now want to get to Stephanie Abrams. She's in Savannah, Georgia, standing by with Georgia Governor Brian Kemp. Steph.
Tevin, thanks for that. We want to get right to the governor here. Obviously, a very, very busy man. We appreciate you joining us this morning. How many people do you expect to evacuate?
Well, it's really hard to tell right now. This has been so fast moving with South Carolina Act and then certainly everything that Florida's seeing. I've been in contact with Governor McMaster in South Carolina. I talked to Governor DeSantis last night. And we're kind of like the traffic light here. We've got people from South Carolina that are coming into Georgia to move, and then we have Floridians coming up. So we're having to deal with them and our own folks. But we got a great plan. We're ready to go.
Do you think people will listen to us? From what I've been hearing, people were a little complacent during Matthew, and then after that really woke up this community, and during Irma, people really evacuated.
Well, and that's one of the reasons we wanted to come today. This storm has been so slow moving, but it's huge. I've been nicknaming it Big D because it's just so big, and we don't need people to get lulled to sleep because it's slow moving. So that's really what we're going to try to do is raise awareness and have people on their toes. And be ready, be flexible and heed our warnings.
Now, this is, your first hurricane as governor. What have we learned from the past, or what have, the past governors told you that said, hey, we've learned this, that, and the other?
Well, look, we have a great team in Georgia. I can't say enough about the Trump administration, the constant contact we've had with FEMA, all of those partners, cabinet level, secretaries calling us. I've talked to the president twice. But we have a very seasoned group. Unfortunately, all these states that are dealing with this today, our teams have been through it many times. We have the same people in place. We just have a different governor now, and I'm letting them do their job.
Now, there was a disaster declaration. The does that allow federal assistance to come in? What does that do? And then what is the next step after
Well,
that?
all the executive orders that we have done are for targeted reasons. Number one, raise awareness, be able to turn the feds loose. We got a National Guard ready to go. We're deploying resources already. We've dealt with, the trucking issue with weights and permit, or I guess, the weigh stations and things, trying to get the truck traffic moving quickly and have it be able to move quickly once the storm comes through to get food, water, fuel, the things that we really need. And all those executive orders tackle those type issues. So we're really, getting ahead of the storm.
Now, the tough one with this is that neighboring states are obviously going to be dealing with this storm too. Did you guys give any resources to Florida to start? Will you be getting resources from other states?
Well, Governor DeSantis has not asked us for any resources. He is, knows he can call his fellow governors just like I know I can call them. We've all been working together. We had a great call yesterday, teleconference with the president and his whole team. So then I think everybody's on the same page. And we really just got to see what the path's going to be.
Right.
We're hoping it continues to go northeast and keep hooking out to the ocean, but the cone still touches the coast, and that's why we need people to be very aware of what's happening and listen to us when we start giving advice and doing things like the evacuation orders.
Power is a big deal. Do we have power crews waiting? Do you anticipate the National Guard, coming into play with all this?
Well, we certainly have power crews waiting. Here again, our power companies have been through a lot in the last 2 to 3 years, certainly last year with Michael, so they're ready to go. I know they've been ready thinking they were going to go help Florida. Now they may be helping ourselves, but the Guard's ready to go as well. But other state agencies too that'll be, chainsaw strike teams and other things to clear the roads as quickly as possible for medical emergencies and also to get the power crews in. So we've had great experience and now we're ready to go.
You're going to have contraflow starting tomorrow morning on 16. Do you think there'll be any
Continue to monitor the traffic counts. I got an update on that last night.
I don't know why that paused. That's my TV pausing, so I don't know.
Normal to me for a holiday weekend. I think people are probably going home after being down here, so hopefully that's one reason that we've staged things like we did, trying to get the holiday traffic out of town, and then we can start dealing with the residents instead of just locking everybody down, 2 states and everybody moving at one time. So we're very orderly about the process.
It seems like you really have everything organized. What would you say is your biggest concern in the coming days?
Well, my biggest concern is if that storm doesn't take the path that everybody thinks it's going to take and it hits landfall in Georgia or our neighbor in Florida or up the road in South Carolina, it'd be devastating.
Yeah, it's been since David that you guys have had such a hit like that. Well, we really appreciate your time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. You too. All right, guys, so that was our update there from Governor Kemp, and of course, we'll continue to be in contact with his offices and let you know of any further updates that we get here.